Well, at least it's nearly nice enough if I sit here. Oh, it's wobbling. I do want to show you my outfit though, and welcome to another vlog, and welcome to another year. Yes, I'm going to show you my outfit, and then I'm going to tell you how depressed I am. Not really depressed, but very low, but I'm sure I'm not alone. Right, I got these trousers. I didn't share this with you before. I really want a black belt. I had a black belt. I don't know where it's gone, so I need to declutter the wardrobe again because I know I haven't thrown it out. So I decided to wear a bit of glitzy glitz because my tummy's so fat. There is absolute, I have to go way back. There is absolutely no way I'm doing a side look. But why I like these trousers, that was from that very expensive shop in Porto. That was a last day purchase. But can you see, I love that look. I keep seeing it on chat shows. And in shops I see girls and women wearing, they're quite short, but you have very chunky shoes. I love that look. So, did I hold everything in? So that's what I'm trying at the moment. Of course, I'm very pleased with them. They're beautiful. They're very nice feeling. But I won't show you the top till I've lost my Christmas weight. Right. Why am I so low? Well, I expect everyone's feeling low. It was such a lovely Christmas. I will answer any comments and queries you've got tomorrow. I'm having to rush because it's getting dark, as you can see, and it is just gone 3:30. I mean, how absurd. Anyway, the reason I'm very low is that, like a lot of places on our poor planet, we're having the most awful weather. It's not cold, but it is, listen to it. I mean, lashing rain and winds the whole time. We had the last thing that I really enjoyed was the burning of the clocks. And that was the 21st of December. Since then, we've been more or less housebound, like during COVID, because we're on the coast. So if there are gales, we're getting the tail end of gales from across the Atlantic constantly. They have a different name every week. And it's not only the wind, it's lashing rain. And today I got particularly fed up because we were in Christmas Eve, we were in Christmas Day. We could go out Boxing Day, you saw the crowded beach, but then it was rubbish again. So I feel a bit like a prisoner and a caged animal. And I can't go away because Jack, although he's fine in himself, you know, he went for a walk and wags his tail and everyone strokes him and says, isn't he amazing for 17? But he's getting more and more frail. So, you know, I'm accepting it and making the most of every minute with him. But I used to go away for a month to 3 months to Australia, which is also raining a lot with terrible storms. But I'm really, really missing going away, and I think I'm trapped. So that's why I'm very low. It's been a Christmas of eating, drinking, sleeping, watching TV, not working at all. It's not even filming because it's too dark. It's been very restful, and I've seen good friends. I just am not getting the exercise that I really need, and obviously, like everyone else, I'm attempting a dry January. Note, attempting. I don't do New Year's resolutions because I always break them. Well, yes, I have one resolution, to move more. I mean, we have been sitting, and they say sitting is the new smoking. We have been sitting over Christmas, like everyone else, especially in England. We have been sitting for hours each day, absolutely hours, not able to get out for a walk. And, you know, you can't suddenly get when you've got visitors, get your trampoline out at 8 o'clock in the morning, put the music on top volume and start bouncing, which is my normal behaviour. So yes, that's my only New Year's resolution. What's yours? Only one. I'm only doing one. Oh, and I've started journaling. So that's two things. The Dr. Chatterjee, what do you call it? The Dr. Chatterjee journal. He's made a little journal, and I thought as a treat I would buy something that he's actually got. You only do 3 things in the morning and 3 things in the evening. So I'm trying all of that. And the high five lady. Have you heard about the high five lady? Apparently this changes your whole outlook and demeanor in just 5 days. Now what's her name? She's very famous. I'll put it down below. You know what I'm like with names. We'll come to me in a minute. But apparently a lot of people don't look at themselves in the mirror. I can't avoid it because I can see myself now. But what do we all do? We get up and we look in the mirror and we go, oh God, I look so old. Oh God, look at those bags under my eyes. Oh God, look at the grey hair coming through if you're younger. Oh God, look at this, look at that. And we're not very nice to ourselves. And Mel Robbins, like the tip of my tongue, Mel Robbins, look her up. And she started this because she realised that your reflection is only another human being. So you need to be nice to that other human being and stop being horrible. So every morning, I've only done it 2 mornings running, New Year's resolution, but you just go high five and smile at yourself and look happy. So that didn't work this morning. Well, she did say it takes 5 days. So I will report back, actually. Make note in diary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll report back on Thursday. High five, or maybe Friday. So yes, if you've got anything you need me to answer, I'll do it towards the end of the week because I won't be going out much again. Well, I'm going out, but things like the cinema and to the gym. Anyway, that was the final straw today. I walked Jack. I got absolutely lashed with rain. Let me show you the coat. I invested thinking I was going to be a cold water swimmer. Yes, what a joke. That turned out to be. I'm not going out in this. If it was calm, I would go out in these. You ought to see it. In fact, I'll film it for you. It's ravaging out there. I'm not going to go even in a swimming pool in this. Anyway, I invested in a dry robe thinking I would become one of those. And how useful has this turned out to be? So I wore it to walk Jack, to wear him out. It's got a hood. It's completely waterproof. But of course, I was going to Pilates at my club. Excuse the gold belt. Black would look much better. Anyway, today, start of the new year, a lovely Pilates. Oh no, it was yoga, restorative yoga. I was so looking forward to it. So I walked Jack, put that coat on, got absolutely soaked, dropped him off, toweled him down, went round. Now, I live in the windiest part of Brighton on a hill, and people who've stayed here always say the bus stop up the hill is absolute nightmare. And I literally get off the bus some days going, swear, swear, swear. God, I hate this place. Swear, swear. It's awful. Swear, swear, swear. Well, I didn't even get to the bus stop, the other side of the road to go into Brighton. 10-minute journey it would have been. I couldn't get there. The wind was blowing me. I'm light, so it's dangerous. It's, you know, if I'd had somebody with me, I would have hung on to them. It was really throwing me about. Didn't even get to the road to cross it, and lashing down so hard on my face that it hurt. It was like pinpricks. I told my other older school friend in Bali, she just rang up from Bali. I said, I'm coming to you next Christmas. I don't know what state Jack will be, but I'm coming. I've got to get out of here. She understood. That's why she went to live there. Anyway, I aborted it, and they were very good. They said they'd give me my money back. It was really sweet of them. She said she couldn't believe anybody would come to the club today. It's so awful out there. And my friends in the country, in a village, she said the house is shaking. And a couple of people in London have said it's absolutely awful. So it's not just me living by the coast, it's everywhere. So enough of my moaning. Just moaning has got it off my chest. I feel so much better now. So thank you for letting me whinge. Let me know if you've put on weight over Christmas. I actually haven't on the scales. I think I've lost what I put on, but I'm very bloated and yes, stay there. Something I forgot to share with you that is essential for January detoxing, if you insist on detoxing. I'm not going to put myself through hell for anything, but I am going to try and have at least 3 weeks dry, if not a month, because I felt so much better this morning than normal. You might have heard about this because you all listen to podcasts like me. Simprove, they're doing a lot of podcasts at the moment. I have mentioned this before. I am not being paid for this, but I was gifted it. Thank you, Laura. But I do pay for this as well. When I know my gut needs it, I pay for it. It is, I think, one of the best on the market. You drink that much, a capful every morning on an empty stomach, about 10-15 minutes before any food or coffee or tea or anything like that. And I'll put the link below so you can read up about it. But it is, I can't remember the great USP, the unique selling point, apart from the fact that because it's liquid, your digestion doesn't wreck all the probiotics and prebiotics going into your stomach because it's liquid. So it's a much easier way of transferring all that healthy, wonderful bacteria to rebuild your system. I did ask them, is it a really stupid time to start? Because I started just before Christmas with all that sugar. Oh my God, the bacteria must have had a field day in there, having a party. Sugar from alcohol, sugar from mince pies, sugar from this, sugar from that. Anyway, there's nothing in the house now. So this baby can get to work. And I'm doing, I think is it a month or 3 months? I haven't got my reading glasses on, but it is the best probiotic, prebiotic mixture I've ever come across. And I've tried many, and it actually, well, not this Christmas, no, it's much better. It actually helps you get a flatter tummy, not ridiculously flat. It's not a miracle drug, but you do get a much flatter tummy and you sleep better and everything works better, if you catch my drift. So I forgot to mention that last week. So I think that's top of the list for things to do in January. Okay, enough gabbling. I have talked for 17 minutes. Thank you for letting me use you as my therapist. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow or later in the week. I will report back. Hopefully the sun might come out, hopefully, and I can film something for you. Meanwhile, I'll go and film the garden and the dog. You're in for a treat. Jack, oh, you heard me, baby. Completely deaf. He keeps walking into doors now. He's so blind. Poor old man. Look at this. I don't actually want to go out. Look at that sea. Oh, you can't see the great big white chopping. Oh, see what I mean? I can't now hold the door. Oh. Awful. It is awful. Right. Because it's nearly dark, I'm going to finish my paperwork, or decluttering, I don't know which, and have a long Epsom bath salts bath. Oh my God, well, you can see where I've been. I've had a lovely lunch with a mate I haven't seen for ages. She's a stylist who helped me style up my house ready for selling 2 years ago, since which time Jack's refused to go, as you know. I must rush home. I just wanted to show you the view from the gym, which I went to after a very light lunch. I did my walking machine and some weights. Look at that view. And it's still light and it's 4 o'clock. But I am going to, because somebody asked, do something on vitamins and minerals, what I take and what I think is essential. very little at the moment, but we'll have more later. Look how dark it is. It's 3:30. That gorgeous day afternoon I had at Brighton Beach House is like a distant memory. It has rained solidly since 11 o'clock this morning. I am so fed up with it, and I know everyone else is. And also, I'm trapped and can't leave the country because of little Jack. So trying to make the most of it all, she says, through gritted teeth. There are lots of people worse off than me who've been ill, been in hospital for Christmas. Sally C, I wish you better, soonest. So yes, I can quit moaning and get on with chatting to you. I'm glad it's light enough. Right, I had a question from Paola. She wanted to ask me about supplements and vitamins in reference to Professor Tim Spector's book she'd been reading. And I've read it, but I couldn't remember what he said about supplements and vitamins. So Paolo, and anyone else listening, even though I trained as a nutritionist and I've written 3 books and treated thousands of patients, I don't actually practice nutrition anymore and haven't done for about at least 10 years. So I don't like giving advice because I'm not completely up to date with the scientific findings. I have my own nutritionist who I trust implicitly to keep me in optimum health. But the ones that I would say, Tim Spector says in his book, much like me actually, although my nutritionist would disagree, but much like me, he thinks we should be getting our nutrition from the foods we eat. I would rather have a tangerine for my vitamin C than take a tablet. I would rather have magnesium and potassium rich foods, green vegetables, than take a tablet. However, vitamin D you have to have in supplement form, living in this climate. So I think I try and keep it to the minimum when I'm treating myself, but I know that within a month, Anna, my nutritionist, will have me on all sorts of vitamins and supplements for my liver and for this and for that. But I'd rather wait till I have another blood test. Anyway, what I'm on a daily, but one size doesn't fit all, but this is what I take, knowing what I know about what we need as we get older. The soil is very depleted nowadays, so we think we're getting our minerals and vitamins from foods. We're probably not, because the soil's so depleted. Always buy organic if you want to get lots of veg and fruit into you, obviously, or washed really well. But what I take, just in case, is magnesium. Now, I'm sure I told you about this last week. Magnesium glycinate. And I'll put a link again at the bottom in case some of you missed me the week after Christmas. I've written a blog all about why magnesium is so important. It's one of the most important supplements for both men and women, especially after 50. Just regulates the cells beautifully. And EPA fish oil capsules. Now, if you're a vegan or vegetarian, the best option is to eat what the fish eat. So go straight to a supplement that provides a massive amount of seaweed or krill, what the fish eat, or if you're a vegan or vegetarian, you'll know best, but please put this into your diet. It's so important. For the rest of us, it's been proved scientifically that people who've had a heart problem, heart disease, recover amazingly if they eat oily fish 4 times a week. Very hard to do though. Sometimes I had lots of fish after Christmas, and by the 3rd meal I was like, oh, I'm so fed up with fish. Now I'm eating sardines on toast. Yum, yum. That's a great way to get maximum amounts of calcium. Little tin of sardines has far more calcium than a pint of milk, and much better for you, and packed full of omega-3. So meanwhile, what am I wearing now? Can you hear the rain? I've had to order a cab to go to the cinema. I'm so fed up with this. But if I don't do it, I will cry with frustration of not, I'm just fed up with being at home. Right, I'm in my biker boots look because I'm meeting a friend who probably won't want to get a cab. So it's waterproofs on, and I'm wearing the PVC, I'm wearing the biker look basically, because these are PVC, pretend leather, faux leather, whatever, Lucy Dodwell as usual. And it doesn't matter if they get wet. I've got my biker boots on, and shopping from my wardrobe. I look a bit titty-worthy, don't I? Is that gorgeous top I bought a few years ago. So, and the jacket from Portugal. So, I'm sort of shopping from my wardrobe. Right, I just love these sleeves. It's gone down so well on Instagram as well. All right, my lovelies, I will pop in again tomorrow in the dark and share the latest news. I'll tell you about the movie. Going to see, excuse me, Wonka. I think it would cheer me up. You won't believe it, the tripod's broken now. I hate January. I have to use the other one. But I forgot to tell you, this is really important. I've never heard of this brand. Have you? Can you read it? It is called... Can't read it, it's so dark. Ellen Tracy. Ellen Tracy. Lovely Mary bought me the whole set. We both love lip glosses. This isn't actually a lip gloss. It's very matte. I've got a lovely collection of colours from her. And this one, I don't know what it's called, but it came as in a set. And this one goes beautifully with this top. So, perfect Christmas present. Right, I'll sort out another tripod by the time we meet next, which means I'm going to have to walk right to the end of the room for you to see my shoes. Or I'll be standing on the poof. Right, excuse the noise from the road, but I have to show you, because you love seeing Jack. Look at him out of the house. I can't tell you what he's got in his mouth, because YouTube will probably ban me for swearing. Sorry, trying to cross the road. Yes, YouTube will probably ban me, but put it this way, he loves them. They're the most expensive treats in the shop, and it is something belonging to a bull, a private part of a bull. He loves it, and I just wanted to show you this. I just wanted to show you the speed he's walking. I can barely keep up with him because he just wants to get home and eat it. So that's my 17-year-old invalid dog who does nothing but sleep and wet his nappy. But look at him now. Go on then, Jack. Oh, he's having a wee. Right, top speed again. He's leading me. Hello. Well, it's... Oh, I wanted to check an email from one of you. Yes, okay, I found her. Right, so... how was Wonka? Well, who's seen it? Let me know. I cried like a baby towards the end. I'm such a child. I found it very cruel to little children. I was terribly upset by the treatment of all of them. Took it far too seriously. I don't like musicals. I didn't realise it was a musical. Oh, I'm not wearing my black specs. Apologies. Style. Yes, I don't like musicals. So I was a bit, all the way through the first 10 minutes, oh, they're going to speak and then sing. However, beautifully acted, great cast, beautifully sung by, is it Ben Howard? Young man, anyway. And fabulous design and direction, and everything was just awesome to look at. It's just I got terribly upset and they were all laughing at me. I went with a few people. I think they thought I was deranged. Interestingly though, I don't know how many of you listen to Simon Mayo and Mark Commode doing their movie reviews every week. Well, there's a lady whose name I've forgotten, but I am going to message her, who's standing in for them this week because it's holidays still. And she said she cries, she's a young woman, and a proper, well experienced movie critic. She cries through every single film she goes to see. So that was such a relief to me. I'm not the only one. Anyway, I'm going to end the vlog here. I'm really sorry it's been me, in the house. But I know you like having a good chat with me. Right, okay, we've got the droopy boob syndrome again because I've got a Pilates top on. I've got lovely tops to share with you next week for exercise, because that's all I'm doing is going to the club, and I'm trying to look a bit smarter for my exercise, my yoga classes rather than exercise. So this is a little black belt I got, from Amazon. And doesn't that look better? I mean, obviously I would have a decent bra on, but doesn't that look better than that gold one? So I will hopefully wear this. I'm just worried that it all looks a bit lumpy bumpy. But I think we're all feeling lumpy bumpy at the moment, aren't we? Anyway, lots of love. Have a wonderful week ahead and see you next Sunday. I hope I get out and about. Well, if it stops raining, it's beautiful today, but I was in Pilates and then had nothing really to film apart from little Jack. Did you enjoy Jack walking home at top speed? He's not even snoring. He's dead to the world after that. That was a big walk for such an old dog, especially the speed he was going with that bull's penis. Oh. See you next week.